Ariel Hukporti versus the Brooklyn Nets just proved why the New York Knicks should consistently give him playing time. Ariel Hukporti has been parked on the bench for majority of the season. Now he has gotten spot minutes here or there. He played in a game versus Cleveland. Well, versus the Brooklyn Nets, he was playing consistently. And he was playing consistently over Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims has been the New York Knicks project for many years now, and it just seems like it just hasn't clicked with him. The Knicks spent a lot of development time this past summer with Jericho Sims, but when you watch Ariel Hukporti play basketball, you see that he has all the tools ready. Hukporti was drafted with the last pick in the second round. He's super active. He's way more aggressive. He's not afraid. Rebounding is his strong suit. Blocking shots is his strong suit. He's very handsy. He's a good defender. So when you compile all of these tools as a rookie, there's just tons of room to grow. And versus the Brooklyn Nets, I think he showed you just how good he can be. No Karl-Anthony Towns, no Deuce McBride, so Tom Thibodeau expanded his rotation, and that included Pacom Dadia and Ariel Hukporti. Now, Ariel Hukporti closed out this game in the fourth quarter, so that tells me that Tom Thibodeau does trust him over Jericho Sims, but somebody, whether it's the front office, wants to see more out of Jericho Sims, and Tom Thibodeau showed you with his playing time that, look, I trust Hukporti to close these games, and for good reason. Hukporti was absolutely incredible versus the Brooklyn Nets. 4 massive block shots against the Brooklyn Nets, and one weakness of this Knicks team has been protecting the paint, protecting the rim. The Knicks defensively just haven't been there this year. They just haven't hit their stride defensively, and Hukporti showed you that he could be a rim protector. Maybe the Knicks can kind of sprinkle him in with Karl-Anthony Towns until they get Mitchell Robinson back. Who knows? Well, versus the Brooklyn Nets, there was one possession in particular where Ariel Hukporti literally guarded 4 different Brooklyn Nets in one possession. 4 different nets in one possession. As you can see here on the screen, moving his feet well. Lateral quickness is really good. Awareness is really good. And then he winds up blocking the shot going out of bounds, and then that resets the possession. That demoralizes an opponent. And that play right there in particular just impressed me so much with Hukporti. It just showed you what he can actually do and what his true potential is. And he's a rookie, guys. I mean, the sky's the limit. Hukporti is kind of like this gem that the New York Knicks found late in the second round. And if they can kind of develop him to be a polished Mitchell Robinson, we see the potential around the rim. We see the potential with his blocks. We see the potential with him dunking on people. He's had a lot of highlights already, and he's only played 62 minutes this season. Hukporti, in my eyes, should have always been playing over Jericho Sims. Now, I know this Knicks front office has spent a lot of development time with Sims, so they want to give it more than 10 games. But guys, when Hukporti is playing, you see the differences. The bottom line is Hukporti deserves consistent minutes. If we want to be real here, Jericho Sims has had a couple good flashes this year, but he really hasn't done anything to warrant Hukporti not playing over him. And this is not to rag on Jericho Sims. I think he can still be a good player in this NBA. But when you have someone behind you who's playing well, who takes advantage of his opportunity, takes advantage of all the minutes that he, can get, scratching at the bit, just trying to get in the game, sitting, waiting. And when he gets his opportunity, when he takes advantage of it like he did versus Brooklyn, 4 block shots. To put that in perspective, Jericho Sims has 4 block shots this season in 156 minutes played. Ariel Hukporti has 8 block shots in 62 minutes played. So less than half the minutes Jericho Sims has played, Hukporti has double the amount of blocks than Jericho Sims this season. What's one thing the New York Knicks have been missing? A rim protector. And Hukporti can offer that. He's shown that in these games that he's had spot minutes, especially in the game versus Brooklyn. And it's not just his defense. He's way more active offensively. His spacing, I think, is so good for such a young player, for a player that was drafted the last pick of the second round. When he slips for the pick and rolls, you see the spacing that he can provide, and he just knows his spots on the court. And there was a time versus Brooklyn where he found Bridges, cutting Bridges to the basket. That just tells me he gets it. You can tell he's taking the time out behind the scenes when he's not playing, learning with the coaches, learning the playbook, just getting accustomed to his teammates. And just the bottom line is Hukporti, in my opinion, needs to play consistent minutes and just let him go out there, make mistakes. Even though he makes mistakes, let him grow through those mistakes. And that's ultimately what makes players better, is they go out there and make mistakes and learn from them. Hukporti, in my opinion, is, super talented. And the Knicks have a gem in Ariel Hukporti. I'm just super excited that we have another big man who this front office has found. Last pick of the second round, guys, has shown potential in only 62 minutes this season, and it's just going to continue to grow and grow as a basketball player, and that's what's exciting. Also, who knows, in the future, maybe the Knicks don't want to continue to play Karl-Anthony Towns at the 5 position. Maybe he could play some 4 minutes, Ariel Hukporti 5 minutes. When Precious comes back, you can like cycle in and out with those two. But look, the sky's the limit for Ariel Hukporti, and versus the Brooklyn Nets, he had a breakout game and was just an incredible moment for the young player. I'm excited that the New York Knicks have this man on the team. Ariel Hukporti deserves more minutes. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Ariel Hukporti? What are you seeing? Do you want him to play more? Let me know. Hit the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. As always, it is Let's Go Knicks. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.